some more information about the team. I'll let you hear some of the radio transmissions from Red 1 during the display. And most importantly, I'll also put your eyes into the correct piece of sky so you do not miss a single second of the action. Just listen out on the radio, the team are airborne out of Exeter Airport. We're about 4 minutes late getting airborne, but the team aircraft aerobatic display on colourful flight paths on aviation ground. Here they are in diamond formation. It's team arrive in our world famous Diamond 9 trailing our famous red, white and blue. We have 3 types of show, full, flat and rolling. So the red one is pulling up, and the team are staying in 9, moving into 9 arrow for the full show. They arrive at approximately 400 miles per hour and reach a height of over 5,500 feet before the top of the loop. And as they make their way down, you can see they've now transitioned from our Diamond 9 into 9 arrow. Bringing the team to the left this year is a new team leader, a new red one for the 2024 season. It's squad leader John Bond, known as Bundy. Bundy has been in the team for 5 years previously. He took a year off before coming back to be the team leader for 2024. He's been red 2, he's been red 6 twice before coming back as red 4 in 2022. He's a former Typhoon pilot and qualified flying instructor on the Tucano. In from the left, in Big Vixen, is the Red Arrow. On the right of Red 1 is Red 2, that's squad leader Chris McCann, known as Creamy. He's called Creamy because he was creamed off from training directly to be an instructor on the Tucano. After which he joined the 617, the Dam Buster Squadron, flying the Tornado GL4, where he received an Air Force Cross for his service and operations over Iraq and Afghanistan. For those of you who saw the news, tragically, a week ago today, the Royal Air Force, the aviation community and the display community, and more importantly, a family, lost a very cherished member. And in tribute to our wonderful friend, our great colleague and a fantastic aviation hero, our tribute to squadron leader Mark Long, this is Spitfire. Wonderful tribute to a wonderful human being and a great friend of all of us in the Royal Air Force. To the left of Red 1 is Red 3, and that's Flight Lieutenant Dustin Wales, known as Dusty. Dusty is in his first year on the team. He was originally born in Zimbabwe before coming over with his parents and then joined the Royal Air Force. He's a former Typhoon pilot. He flew with 11 Squadron as an instructor on 29 Squadron and then went to 41, the Test and Evaluation Squadron, all based at RAF Coningsby. The smoke comes on from Reds 4 and 5 and the centre sections move rearwards to form one of the most, a shape representing one of the most iconic aircraft in history. Last November was the 30th anniversary of its final flight. As the team roll out, there is no mistake in the majestic shape of the Concorde. Team once again pull up of over 400 miles per hour, showing the expertise of the formation, being able to formate loop in the Concorde shape. Well, now you can see Reds 8 and 9 moving to the outside, showing how good these pilots are, being able to change that formation whilst looping, and they move into Cygnus. The aircraft slows to approximately 120 miles per hour over the top and accelerate once again back down to the 400 miles per hour before Red 1 brings the team around to the left. There are 11 pilots on the Red Arrows. We have Reds 1 through 9 in the display you see ahead of you. There's myself, Red 10, the team supervisor, former Tornado GR4 pilot, qualified flying instructor on the Hawk Team Mark II. And of course we are commanded by Officer Commandant, who's actually in the back seat of Red 5 in the display today. He's Red 11, former Tornado GR4 pilot, and he flew the F-111 while on exchange with the Royal Australian Air Force. The wings are flexed forward, 6 and 7 split as they come around to the left. Get your cameras ready for the colourful Phoenix. In the middle of that right wing, uppermost is Red 4, that's Flight Lieutenant Ollie Suckling. Ollie is in his second year on the team. He was Red 4 last year, he remained as Red 4, and he took up the position affectionately known as Uncle Enid, which means that he is the mentor for the new pilots when they join the team, and he guides them through all the training through winter training. Ollie is also a former Tornado GR4 pilot and qualified flying instructor on the Hawk Team Mark II. And he's also got a long established career as a civilian display pilot where he used to display with the Strike Master pair based out of North Wales. You see Reds 8 and 9 move themselves rearwards as the team form two distinctive rows. As Red 1 continues to bring them around to the right. Once again, get your cameras ready for the chevron roll. In the front row on the far left-hand side is Red 5, that's Flight Lieutenant George Hobday. George is also in his first year on the team. He's a former Typhoon pilot. He flew with the 11th Squadron based out of RAF Coningsby, where he took part in operations over Iraq and Syria, as well as the Eastern Europe Air Policing Patrol. Of course, the Red Arrows is not just about the pilots. We have a team of over 140 personnel, and 120 of them are the engineers, the technicians, the logisticians, and they are known as the Blues, due to the colour of their coveralls being that bright blue colour. And they are today in the military village, so please go along, say hello to the Blues, and pass on your regards. The team now moving clean in from the left-hand side. You've got Reds 8 and 9 sitting on trail for the rest of the formation. One of the most popular, if not the most popular manoeuvre we fly. We brought it back for 2024. Get your cameras ready. It's the Tornado!
Here we go.
Reds 8 and 9 roll red smoke around the rest formation as Red 1 brings them in. A little bit less than the red, white and blue come on at the front section. You may be able to see those aircraft at the front are flying with their air brakes out. That's the small door at the base of the aircraft underneath. This has twofold effects. The first one, it means the pilots fly with a higher throttle setting, and therefore it means the engine gas temperature coming out the jet pipe is hotter, and it burns the smoke a lot more brightly. In addition to that, it disturbs the airflow out the back of the aeroplane, and it allows that smoke to burn and bloom a lot more fuller, and therefore in certain manoeuvres we fly them with the air brake out. I mentioned the Blues, and inside those Blues there are 11 individuals who get to fly in the back of our aircraft during our displays where we cannot take the full engineering complement, and they are known as Circus. One individual with me at every event is Circus 10, and that today is AS1 Ewan Lewis. And he is there film display at the end of the pier for safety and debriefing purposes. We're coming in from the right, 45. Once again, we've formed up into our trademark short diamond. The smoke will come on as they present the short diamond from the right, the 2024 Red Arrows. As we come to the end of the first half, we start the second half where you'll see the more high-paced, jaw-dropping, dynamic flying. But right now is a manoeuvre we've not seen for over 20 years. It's the 5-4 split. You now have going right, reds 1 to 5. They are now known as Enid, named after Enid Blyton's famous 5 from the children's books. And off to the left, you have reds 6, 7, 8 and 9. They are named Hannah, named after squad leader Ray Hannah, one of the first members of the Red Arrows, the only leader to lead the team for 4 years. He took the team from a 7 to a 9, and he also formed our trademark Diamond 9 formation. Hannah from the left, Enid from the right. It's the 5-4 pass.
We'll go there. There we are.
Keep your eye on Enid going to the left. The Red Arrows were formed in 1964 with our first display in 1965. And they were formed from 3 different teams: the Red Pelicans, the Black Arrows and the Yellow Jacks. We took the red from the Red Pelicans, the arrows from the Black Arrows, which gave us our name, the Red Arrows, and we also took the aircraft from the Yellow Jacks. And in tribute to our first aircraft flown in the team from the right, Enid as Nat. The Red Arrows flew the Nat right the way up until 1980, which is when we took over the Hawk T-Mark 1, which is the aircraft that we fly now.
Oh, there you go.
Look directly to your front, you see 8 to 9 rolling red and blue. Get your cameras ready for the Hannah break. Going off to the left, you have red 7 and 8, and off to the right is red 6 and 9. Hannah and the synchro pair are led by the synchro leader. That's off to the right. Climbing high is red 6. That's Flight Lieutenant Stuart Roberts. Stu has been on the team for his 3 years, and this is his 3rd and final year. He was red 7 last year and then red 2 in his first year. He's a former Typhoon pilot, having flown with 11 and 12 squadrons on RAF Coningsby. Each pair dive down now to only 100 feet above the sea and have a closing speed of over 800 miles per hour. Get your cameras ready for the Hannah pass. Reds 8 to 9 go vertical, red 6 and 7 stay in flat, turning hard away from the display line. Red 6 on the left, red 7 on the right. Red 7 is squadron leader Tom Hansford. Tom is in his 2nd year of the team. He was red 3 last year, former Typhoon pilot and qualified weapons instructor, as they complete manoeuvre called Cyclone. Once again, red 6 and 7 turn hard towards each other, with red 7 trying to pass just behind red 6 to finish the manoeuvre of Slingshot. Coming in from the left is red 9. He's Flight Lieutenant Patrick Kershaw. You see he lines up with the rest of Enid. Blue smoke comes on for the Goose. Red 9, Patrick Kershaw, is his 3rd and final year of the team. He's a former Tornado pilot and Typhoon pilot. With Enid coming off to the left, trailing our famous red, white and blue. That red, white and blue is only possible due to the smoke pod underneath the aeroplane. That smoke pod is capable of producing 5 minutes of white smoke, 1 minute of red smoke and 1 minute of blue smoke. Look directly to your front and you can see the synchro pair running in with 7 in trail to red 6. Once again, get your cameras ready. The smoke comes on and the synchro part to form the world famous synchro part. On behalf of the Red Arrows, we'd like to dedicate today's heart. Congratulations to Dawn and Adrian on your 33rd wedding anniversary. And spearing the heart is Red 8, that's Flight Lieutenant Rich Walker. Rich is in his second year of the team, highly accomplished aviator, former Harrier pilot and Typhoon pilot, and he's also a qualified flying instructor on the Hawk T Mark II. Red 6 from the right, Red 7 from the left. Each aircraft go belly up, the smoke should colour change, and each one perform a barrel roll in the opposition barrel roll. Look far left in the distance, you've got Enid with Aiton now joined the formation. The smoke comes on. And Red 1 pulls the Vixen formation up at over 400 miles per hour. He rolls to the right once again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your cameras ready for the Vixen vertical break. Keep looking right once again, the synchro pair coming in, this time Red 6 from the left and Red 7 from the right. With a clone speed of over 800 miles per hour, each aircraft will perform a 360-degree aileron roll. Pull goes the call from Red 6. Each aircraft pull hard, but under 5 to 6 G, which means everything about them is now weighing 5 to 6 times heavier than what you and I are as we stand on the beach. They reach a height of over 3,000 feet. They are inverted 60 degrees nose down before they roll the correct way up to complete the maneuver called boomerang. As the synchro pair leave left and right, look to your far right hand side, 45, you've got Enid pulling up with the white smoke. The colour comes on as Red 1 conducts a barrel roll, leaving a snake-like smoke trail in the sky. He'll then flatten the display and draw the coils in the sky, remaining flat, of a manoeuvre we like to call Serpent. Red 1 makes the call, and Red 2, 3, 4 and 5 now make their way forwards and put themselves completely alongside Red 1. This is extremely high and hard formation for the pilots to fly. They're now looking directly along their shoulder line with their heads turned 90 degrees left and right, formating on Red 1. As the smoke comes on for the Tango present.
Do you have a fall coming from that direction?
Coming in from the left hand side once again is Hannah. 6 rolls inverted. And he starts to push as the Hannah performed the mirror roll. Now don't underestimate how hard this is for Red 6. He's now rolling inverted and he's doing an inverted barrel roll. All the blood rushing to his head and he's working his hardest to remain conscious in that aeroplane while all the other aircraft are performing that barrel roll with him. Extremely hard manoeuvre for Red 6 to perform. And it's finished off by Reds 8 and 9 performing a roll back into position. As Hannah leads to your right hand side, come back in from the left. Once again, Enid in line abreast formation. 2 and 3 roll goers, 2 and 3 roll around the outside. Clear go as Red 4 and 5 roll around the outside. In one and together. Again, another popular manoeuvre. This is rollbacks. Rollbacks is one of the hardest for our new pilots each year to master. It takes a lot of training during winter training to absolutely get them symmetrical and perfect. It's been widely publicised. This year is our diamond display, our 60th anniversary. Look to your front, you'll see Red 8 and 9 doing something special in the sky.
It'll be the 60. It'll be the 60.
For those at Show Centre, this is the anniversary break. Keep your eye on synchro once again as they pull on to approximately 1,500 feet above the sea. They'll make their way back to the display line. They'll dive down to that 100 feet. Cruise speed of over 800 miles per hour for their final pass of the show. They'll look to pass each other with only 30 metres, that's only 100 feet between wingtips to wingtips, in a manoeuvre called the double roll. Looks to front, and once again you see Enid, groups 1 to 5 and Reds 8 and 9. It's been an honour and a pleasure. Please put your hands together for the 2024 Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team. It's the Red Arrows! Red 1 puts his red smoke on, he'll gather the rest of the team and take them back to Exeter Airport where we're staying for the evening.